Okay, hi everyone. So this is my Sailor Moon for Justice piece that I did. So this is time lapse video from my clip studio. I wanted to be able to capture the first part of it, but I wasn't able to record the beginning because I just clicked it late and I wasn't able to capture the very beginning where I had the sketches and everything so you guys could really see how I laid everything down. But we will make do with what we have. So right now, I'm just showing you the process. Now, right now I'm working on just like putting the colors together, and the background was an image that I had like picked up and decided to just use it as my, how do you say, just like a stand-in basically for like, because it's very hard being able to draw multiple characters in the background. And for this piece, I don't necessarily need a main need like characters per se, but I do need like a stand-in so you guys can have an idea of what is happening. So in the background you have multiple of people that's all shouting for the protest, and that's the idea is that she's in the middle of a protest. She's probably the one that like rallying up the people, and this is just the beginning. And this is her standing out. She's, not standing for anything. She's standing on business. That's basically what's happening here. So I don't know if you guys noticed the flower in her hand. That is representation of obviously compassion and admiration and kindness. And it's actually from a protest image that was years ago in women history. I'll post it here. And yeah, so I kind of wanted to incorporate it something that of realism that happened, and also still make it something of my own. I wanted her to definitely have like tears in her eyes, maybe not fully, but just have that sense of anger and bravery, but yeah, at the same time still scared. So because you kind of have to be able to stand up for what you want and what you believe in, even if you're scared about it. And that's the idea of this video. I mean, this art piece here. So I didn't want to go with the outfit of the Sailor Scouts. Like, I thought about it and I decided to change it up and not really go with the Sailor Scout outfit, but like, what would she wear if she was actually at a protest? And kind of have the same color scheme as the Sailor Scout outfit. So yeah, so not it's not going to look exactly like it, right? But you can tell who she is by the hair. I still want to incorporate that kind of whimsicalness about it without it being too much on the surreal side. In the sense, I want it to be a mix between both. A sense of it being like what would Sailor Moon be like if she was in real life, and just kind of at the same time have that element of her being Sailor Moon. So I still keep incorporated the color scheme of the blue, the red, the gold. I try to put like just keep it similar, like her meat buns. I try to keep it similar, but like not in the same sense of in the anime. There's something a bit different, but like if we were to do it in real life, normally you have the piece of hair that's like around it. Right now I'm just trying to lay out the background for the people that I have in the picture. Like, I'm not trying to go with the same people that's there. I just want to have my own element. And you want to see like a lot of my work is a bit all over the place. I tend to have a very hard time focusing on one thing at one time. So you can see me going back and forth, which is not something you should do. As an artist, you should always work maybe either the background first, usually you should, then the foreground. But in this case, I was kind of like, know what I want, and was just kind of like a bit all over the place trying to, you know, put in the few details here or there and just like make it work. And you will see a few times where I'm like, again, I am also like changing up different things on the background. So there's nothing wrong with using background as a stand-in, but as long as you still make it your own, that's the main um thing that you should be looking at. Same like if you do references or anything like that, there's always that you should always try to make it your own. There's nothing wrong with using them, just as long as you're not um keeping it the same, right? You're still adding the element of like what you want to do with it. And for me, I just know that I didn't want to spend a lot of time on the background. I wanted to be able to do something more. And I didn't really want the background to be the focus. If a situation, the background was the main focus, then I would probably not use a stand-in and I'd probably just do everything from scratch. But the fact that like the background, I didn't really wanted that to be the main element. But at the same time, I still wanted to make the whole element of what this is. So like the protest signs, as you can see, they're still there, but I added my own. I changed up some of the people in the background. I add some new elements. I added some new people. Right now, I'm walking back and forth between the elements. So as you can see, there's a part of me that is working out the brushes. Like, in the middle of the piece, I'm still working out what brushes works well, because I wasn't fully happy with the brushes that I was using. I've been trying to find brushes that I really still like to help me paint and stuff like that, especially on Clip Studio. I feel like I have a hard time finding brushes that I feel very comfortable with. And at the same time, I know brushes don't make you as the artist, but you definitely have to be comfortable with the brushes that you're using if you're going to go forward in doing more artworks and stuff like that. And like for me, I wasn't able to find any brushes I was fully in love with. There was like one or two, and that was like that where you see me was trying to work out what brushes would be the best for me to continue with this piece in terms of blending. So here's me. Yeah, I'm still working on the details, guys. So I decided to add some pinks to it because I wanted to work on the color theory as well. I have a hard time doing color theory, and incorporating colors in a way that wanted to look very harmonious is the word. I'm a harmonal. But you know what I'm saying? I just wanted it to look more cohesive. Like the piece was come together, not just her in the blue and it stand out against the pink background. So I wanted to kind of like immerse her a little bit with it. And also because that's like Sailor Moon color. So I just kind of wanted to add that element of pink to her, and I thought it worked. I really loved it. And obviously, I love the brush strokes and everything. So I didn't want to blend everything out fully. And you'll see me go back and forth between this and then add in glow edges and then add in more glow to just bring out like the expression of what I was going for. And yeah. And as you can see, I added shadow and was adding more, and then I decided to just add a very stroke of light glow around the edges, not for everything, just for especially to emphasize what I was trying to go for. And I really do like it. I mean, I could go without it or not. I don't know. Then I went back and forth to just fix a few things that I wasn't really fully happy with, and just make it more perfect. And then this is the final result, guys. And I hope you like it. I had a very fun time doing this piece, and I will have a print on my website soon, so you'll see it down below so you can click it. If anything, if you have any thoughts or any kind of information that you want to share, please share me your idea and your thoughts about this piece. and what do you like about it, or what could have improved on, or if you get the message what I was trying to convey. Let me know in the comments below, and thank you so much. Bye.